It ran 6 seasons, spawned a movie, built an entire secret mythology out of treehouse tech, and 2x4 weapons, and somehow made a generation of kids memorize a 5-digit alphanumeric operative number like it was their social security info. But here's what most fans never knew. The show almost had a completely different cast. One villain almost had a very different name that got killed by a single Google search. And the reason the whole series even exists, it came from a failed cartoon about a chimp. 23 facts. Sector 5, move out. Number 23. The show only exists because of a rejected pilot nobody remembers. Before Codename, Kids Next Door was greenlit, creator Tom Warburton, who goes by Mr. Warburton, pitched Cartoon Network a show called Kenny and the Chimp. It didn't get picked up, but while writing it, he needed some troublemaker kids to live next door to Kenny. Those kids had no fixed names. They changed every episode depending on whatever scheme they were running that week. They were throwaway background characters in a show that never aired. That's the entire origin of Sector 5. Number 22. The show's name changed because of a pig cartoon. The original title was just The Kids Next Door, a reference to where the characters lived relative to Kenny. Then the crew found out a rival network was developing a show called Pigs Next Door. Kids Next Door was too close. So, Codename got added to the front, the title became a classified operative designation, and the creative team accidentally made the whole show feel like a spy thriller in the process. A pig cartoon nobody remembers is why the title sounds the way it does. Number 21. The real names of Sector 5 are one long trivia chain. Warburton hid the operative numbers inside all 5 names. Number 5 is Abigail Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is on the $5 bill. Number 4 is Wallaby Beetles. A wallaby is part of the kangaroo family, and his brother is named Joey, which is the term for a baby kangaroo. His whole family is coded Australian. Number 3 is Kuki Sanban. Sanban means third in Japanese. Number 2 is Hoagie P. Gilligan Jr., a reference to Gilligan's Island, and the P stands for nothing good. And number 1 is Nigel Uno. Uno means one in both Italian and Spanish. Every name is a puzzle. The show hid this and just waited for kids to figure it out. Number 20. One actor voiced both number 1 and number 2, and won an Emmy for it. Benjamin Diskin voices both Nigel and Hoagie, and if you go back and listen, it's genuinely hard to catch. He's also had major roles as young Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts and Joseph Joestar in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But the KND gig earned him a Daytime Emmy, making him the first actor to win an Emmy for voicing 2 main characters in the same series. He did this quietly in the background while the rest of us were eating cereal. Number 19. The villain's name almost didn't survive a Google search. Count Spankalo, the vampire who spanks children as punishment, which is exactly as strange as it sounds, was originally going to be called Count Spanalo. Warburton changed it after a quick Google search returned results he couldn't put on a children's show. He has never elaborated on exactly what those results were. Count Spankalo it became, probably for the best. Number 18. Number 4's phobia contradicts the pilot, and the show used that contradiction as a plot device. In the original Kenny and the Chimp pilot, number 4 is shown swimming with 0 issues. By the time KND was in full production, he's canonically terrified of the water. The show then weaponizes that reversal. In Operation Utopia, number 1 realizes he's trapped in a fake dream world because number 4 is happily swimming in a pool of soda. His phobia became the tell. The pilot's inconsistency got turned into a storytelling mechanism. Number 17. The episode titles are a double layer of wordplay. Every single one. Every episode is titled Operation, followed by an acronym. And both the word and the expanded acronym have to relate to the episode's plot. Operation TIETH stands for Tooth Extracting Enemy Terrorizes Headquarters. The same rule applies to every weapon and every vehicle in the show. That's not a stylistic quirk. It was a standing rule the writers had to honor for 6 seasons. That's either a creative constraint or a slow-motion punishment. They pulled it off either way. Number 16. A Make-A-Wish kid became a canon KND operative. Operative 2x4, not a principal character, but fully realized, was created specifically for Jacob, a Make-A-Wish Foundation patient who wanted to be in the show. Character designer Tom Evans built the design, put Jacob in the episode, and then gave him a personalized drawing of his character leading Sector 5. It's in the show. It counts. That kid is canon. Number 15. Mo Willems wrote himself out of the show through a character named after himself. Before Mo Willems became one of the most successful children's book authors alive, Knuffle Bunny, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, he was a writer on KND. When he left in Season 4, his farewell script was about an outstanding operative about to be decommissioned. The operative's name, Maurice Williams. A character named after himself saying goodbye to the show through a story about being told you're too old to belong anymore. Then he went and wrote books that sold millions of copies. Not a bad exit. Number 14. Warburton snuck Ash Ketchum into the show, twice, in Operation ARCHIVE, the History of the World episode. Ash Ketchum from Pokemon can be seen in the crowd applauding alongside a group of kids. Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Makes an appearance in Operation IT. These are just there. No fanfare, no special credits. Warburton put them in, and the most viewers watch those episodes without once scanning the background. They're still there. Number 13. The villain father is number 1's uncle. And the Toiletnator is number 4's uncle. Let's do this carefully. Father's real name is Benedict Uno, making him the brother of Monty Uno, number 1's dad. So the primary villain of the entire series is Nigel's uncle. That's the famous one. The weirder one, the Toiletnator, is revealed to be the twin brother of number 4's father, which makes him number 4's uncle. 2 members of Sector 5 are biologically related to the show's villains. The show buried this across multiple seasons and just waited. Number 12. The moon landing was fake, by the kids next door. The KND Moonbase is the organization's global headquarters, and the operation depends on adults not knowing the moon is inhabited. The show's in-universe explanation for how they've kept it secret. The kids staged the moon landing on a Hollywood set. The real moon was theirs the entire time, and the cover story was one of the most famous events in human history. That's the kind of world building that sounds like a throwaway joke until you realize the show committed to it completely. Number 11. The Billy and Mandy crossover has a continuity problem nobody ever officially fixed. In Billy and Mandy's Big Boogie Adventure, number 3 becomes the Grim Reaper after Grim is stripped of his powers. That's crossover 1. Then there's the official special, The Grim Adventures of the KND, a full collaborative episode. The problem? In the Boogie movie, number 3 has never met Grim before. In the crossover special, they interact like it's familiar territory. Warburton acknowledged this and suggested the special might take place before the movie, meaning the timelines require active mental gymnastics to reconcile. The show's just left this sitting there. Before we get to the facts that hit real franchise mythology territory, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. This kind of deep cut content every week. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and drop in the comments if there's a fact I missed. Some of my best research comes from people who love this show as hard as I did. Back to it. Number 10. There are 5 delightful children. One of them has never been named on screen. 4 of the delightful children from down the lane have confirmed names: Bruce, David, Lenny, and Constance. The 5th, the blonde girl, has never been named in any episode across the entire run of the series. Production notes and fan records refer to her as Ashley. The show had 6 seasons to say it out loud. It never did. She remains nameless in her own show. Number 9. A heavy metal band known for fake blood and monster costumes scored a K&D episode. The soundtrack for Operation FOODFITE was provided by GUAR, the theatrical heavy metal band known for elaborate, grotesque live performances. GUAR worked directly with the production crew to rework 2 of their tracks for the episode, Gorgor and The Private Pain of Prowler, retooled as Private Pain of the Food Court. A children's cartoon on Cartoon Network got a GUAR score. This happened, it aired, and every parent watching alongside their kid had absolutely no idea what they were listening to. Number 8. The Toiletnator used to be a corporate executive. In the comic Operation HISTORY, the Toiletnator's backstory is revealed. He was Louis Poddington, a successful executive at Evil Adult Industries Incorporated, before being trapped in a porta potty for several days. The almighty protector of Potty gave him toilet-based powers while he was in there. He survived by eating urinal cakes. His favorite color is urinal cake blue. This is all canonical. The show wrote all of this down and kept it. Number 7. The sequel pitch got hacked. With 10 days left on the countdown, Warburton eventually developed a concept for a follow-up series, Galactic Kids Next Door. When Cartoon Network passed, he built a guerrilla pitch anyway. A full teaser, secretly uploaded to the Rainbow Monkeys website, which is a real website, at rainbowmonkeys.com, with a countdown timer set for April 1st, 2015. The site was hacked 10 days early. The video leaked to YouTube before the countdown finished. Warburton had to write and animate new scenes in 10 days to patch the story together in time for the original launch date. A guerrilla pitch for a cartoon sequel got hacked. That sentence is real. Number 6. They reviewed 500 headshots to cast the adult versions of Sector 5. For the series finale, Operation INTERVIEWS, Warburton and the crew reviewed over 500 headshots and auditioned more than 25 actors per role to cast adult versions of cartoon characters in a finale episode. The results: number 3 becomes president of the Rainbow Monkey Corporation, number 4 graduates from Harvard and becomes a doctor, and yes, he marries number 3. Number 5. The Archive episode is a children's remake of an animatrix short, Operation ARCHIVE. The one that reframes all of human history as a conflict between kids and adults is a direct tribute to Mahiro Maeda's The Second Renaissance from The Animatrix. Warburton has said he fell in love with the short and wanted to make a version for children where the rebellion was kids versus adults instead of machines versus humans. A Cartoon Network show for 8-year-olds did an homage to a Wachowski-produced anime anthology about the fall of humanity. It aired on a Saturday morning. Number 4. The naming system ran 6 seasons without breaking once. Every weapon, every vehicle, every piece of equipment had to follow the acronym convention. Every operative number had to be hidden in the character's name. The creative team tracked this across 6 seasons without a single break in continuity. And Warburton kept one original storyboard page from every episode, not a photocopy the original, and has committed to writing commentary on every installment on his personal blog. For a show that ended in 2008, he's still going. Number 3. Operation CARAMEL shares its core mechanics with one of the most celebrated manga endings ever written. The episode features a process called caramel alchemy, in which the most precious quality of a person is extracted and transformed into 5 caramels. with a giant transmutation circle as the centerpiece of the villain's scheme. Fans noticed the similarities to the conclusion of the Fullmetal Alchemist manga. Equivalent exchange, irreplaceable sacrifice, a transmutation circle at the climax. The KND episode aired in 2007. The FMA manga didn't reach that ending until 2010. Now, the 2003 Fullmetal Alchemist anime had already explored similar themes before KND aired, so prediction is too strong a word. But as a stunningly precise echo of the alchemy genre's deepest conventions, it's hard to look at the two side by side and not feel something. Number 2. Number 1 was always meant to leave. The series finale reveals that Nigel Uno has been selected to join the Galactic Kids Next Door, a secret organization above the regular KND, one operative per planet. It's a promotion and an exile at the same time. He has to leave Sector 5. He has to leave Earth. Warburton had been building toward this ending for years. The tragedy isn't that he gets decommissioned like everyone else. It's that he gets chosen specifically because he's too good to stay. Number 1, the entire show is about the fear of growing up. And it always was. Agents get decommissioned at 13. Their memories are wiped. They become teenagers. The enemy. The whole mythology of the Kids Next Door is a war against adulthood, fought by children who know they're going to lose. Every operative, no matter how good, eventually crosses the line and stops being who they were. The show ran for 6 seasons building this world, then ended with Nigel leaving for space, number 3 running a corporation, number 4 becoming a doctor, and an entire generation of viewers already on the other side of the age limit the show said mattered most. You didn't age out of this show. The show was always about what it feels like to know that you will. That's 23. If you've got a fact I missed, a production detail, a casting story, a piece of the lore that deserves to be on this list, drop it in the comments. I read everyone, and the KND fandom has done genuinely impressive archival work over the years. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you want more deep dives on animated shows that shaped a generation, including some that never got the revival they deserved, there's a video right here, Operation CLICK It.